Time to chat with our NHL analyst, Frankie Corrado, from a luxurious hotel room somewhere in a beautiful city somewhere in the continent of North America, but I can't tell you where. Frankie, great to see you. Montreal's early season hot streak continues. They've won 6 of their last 7 games. Frankie, you cover this team very closely on TSN's regional broadcasts. From what you've seen, what's the number one reason for this team's incredible start?
Jay, I'm going to give you the number one reason, and then I'll give you a bonus reason that's pretty obvious. But let's go with the number one reason. Watching the Montreal Canadiens this year, they have been able to skate teams into the ground. So much so that they're getting odd man rushes left, right, and center. Like, they have it on all 4 lines where they have guys that can stretch the play out and guys that, make the other team have to chase the game. And that's been an issue for the opposition. And, for Montreal, they're not the biggest team. They're not going to run you out of the building, but they will try and skate you into the ground. And they've had a lot of success, forcing teams to have to chase them around the ice. Here's my bonus reason for you, Jay, is that, yeah, they're fast, but they have more skill than they've had in a long time. And, all of a sudden now, quietly, Ivan Demidov is up to 5 points in 7 games. And Zachary Bolduc, 2 new players on this team. Bolduc's up to 4 goals. So they're a fast team. They will skate you into the ground. It can feel like you're chasing the game a lot when you're playing Montreal. And they're able to do that because they have more skill than they've had in the last few seasons.
Frankie, can I ask you about Noah Dobson as well? It's amazing to me because I'm going to assume that I'm like a lot of Canadians, didn't get a chance to see a ton of New York Islanders hockey over the last couple of years. I didn't realize I knew this kid was awesome. I didn't realize he was this good. How about you? Like, have you been surprised how seamlessly he's fit into this squad?
It's been very impressive. Now, tonight, he had that Noah Dobson moment that he's prone to from time to time where he turns the puck over as he tries to do a little too much with it. But we can honestly say that's the first time we've seen that this year. It has been smooth. It has been efficient. And with what Montreal's trying to do, like, they're trying to defend a different way this year. They don't want to spend as much time in their own zone, so they're trying to push, their defensive confrontations up the ice. We need defensemen that can skate in order to do that. And Noah Dobson does that really well. Like, they've been getting out of their own zone really efficiently. Him playing with Mike Matheson. Tonight was the first time you saw that, like, okay, he can try and do too much, but that's within his control. And tomorrow in Edmonton, that should be something that, okay, you leave that in the past. But overall, it's been a really nice fit for Noah Dobson and the Montreal Canadiens.
Let's talk about the Calgary Flames. It's the opposite story. It's been rough, Frankie. They're winless in their last 7. This is a team that refused to do a full-on rebuild, and they even signed a lot of their young players to big extensions over the summer, and yet they're really struggling out of the gate. What's going to happen, in your opinion, if this continues to go pear-shaped?
It's a complex situation, okay? Because what's in the best interest of the Calgary Flames? The best interest of the Calgary Flames at this point is to acquire a very highly talented player at the top of the draft. And chances are their team is going to be poor enough this year that they could be positioned to do that. Now, how do you face that reality? Well, that's more difficult. Like, I played on a team that finished in last place, Jay, and not once was there ever a conversation had about, we don't really care about this game, or we're not going to do this meeting, and we'll just go out there and play and see what happens. Like, no one's going to throw in the towel like that. There's a lot of proud coaches, players involved there, management that just don't want to do that. But look at it this way. You look at the performance Dustin Wolf had tonight and on many nights so far in his early career, they have a legit stud, franchise goaltender.
Yep.
With Zane Parekh, he's just getting started. Like, he's on his way to being a potential franchise defenseman. What they don't have is a game changer, a difference maker up front. Like, they're very limited offensively. But all of a sudden, like, if you got lucky enough to add Gavin McKenna to that mix,
wow,
now you're talking about a game changer. Who knows if it gets there? But that would be the right course of action in the short term. And maybe you can time it with, the team being on the up and up and opening the new building and having, that kind of package together. That would be an exciting proposition, but it would be a couple years of pain before you get there.
Calgary currently second last in the NHL standings. And Gavin McKenna played a couple years of junior just down the road. Seems like a nice fit. We'll see. This is Frankie Corrado from a luxurious hotel room somewhere in North America.